Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the No One Special Sports Channel. I am your host, Zach, and going to bring you another live episode today. Um, I put out another video earlier today of a pack opening of some cards. So if you haven't checked that out already, go to my page, check that out afterwards. Um, and honestly, we're just going to dive right into it. Last week was the first time of me doing this live episode. Um, kind of liked it. You know, I mess up whenever I actually do like my recordings a lot. And then I also don't have to edit anything. So yeah, I think the live episodes are going to be the new go-to. I do want to show you something. Picked this up at Walmart the other day. It is a Michael Jordan pop, 10 inches. This thing is freaking huge. Like, it's bigger than my head, if you can check that out. Yeah, I don't know why I felt like I needed to show you all this, but yeah, there we go. uh, I don't know, I literally was walking by and saw that and was like, yeah, that needs. I got a few of the other like smaller ones. Other than that, you know, I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to own a 10-inch pop figure of Michael Jordan. So, yeah, there we go. We'll start out with NCAA today. A lot of things happened over the weekend. I would like to start out with saying that if anyone watched the Stanford and Colorado game, Oscar De Silva went down, hit his head really bad, was knocked out cold immediately, had a large cut, was bleeding. I haven't heard much of it, but he was evaluated afterwards, and thoughts and prayers go out to him. That was scary watching that. The second he hit his head on the court, I knew something bad had already happened. So again, thoughts and prayers go out to him. Uh, Big game, Duke and North Carolina this weekend. God, that game was thrilling to say the least. North Carolina shocked me. I figured it'd be a close game just for the simple fact that it's North Carolina Duke and it was at North Carolina. It's always going to be a good game. Uh, Not rarely a blowout. It was crazy that this was the 101st matchup of the two, and they had split it right down the middle. Both had won 50 and 50, and they had actually scored the exact same amount of points throughout the whole like time. Um, I know ESPN talked about it. It was like the odds of that happening was like 0.77 or something like that, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, that it went into overtime. Duke ended up winning it 98-96. Honestly, off a missed call. I think that North Carolina should have went to the line. Whatever they inbounded it, and they got the steal. Duke got the steal. That should have been a foul. The way that he reached in and bumped him and got the ball, it should have been a foul. That was a missed call on the refs' parts. I think they even said afterwards that was a missed call. Like, they owned up to it, which is cool because honestly, a lot of the times they do not do that. Bob Knight went back to IU. That was pretty special. I know a bunch of IU fans, and some still like Bobby Knight. Some can't stand him, but seeing him go back to his home court and you know get the recognition and standing ovations and everything was top of the line by IU fans, and that could have easily went one of two ways depending on the people that you had in there. We're getting close to March Madness. We are a third of the way through February. We are getting close to conference championships and the whole bracketology and everything. As it sits right now, I'm going to go over the top 4 seeds. We'll start with the 4th seed. Right now, they have Penn State, Kentucky, Butler, and Villanova. All great, great teams that can easily win it. Kentucky and Villanova obviously have won it, not too far away in the past. Seton Hall, West Virginia, Florida State, and Auburn, number 3 seeds. Number 2 seeds, Louisville, Maryland, Duke, and Dayton. Although I would like to see where Duke would have been had they, that call gotten there and they would have lost that game. That would have been crazy to see how far they would have dropped on that. And the number 1 seeds are Baylor, Kansas, Gonzaga, San Diego State. Glad to see San Diego State in there. Not obviously not really a big fan or anything like that, but I mean, you always see teams like that go undefeated kind of snubbed in a sense, and it's always nice to see them actually get some recognition for things like that. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just crazy that it's already here. I feel like we just got into the basketball season, and it's already coming to an end. Yeah, the only downfall to these live things, I kind of stutter a little bit, but it'll get better. I see we got 2 viewers, 1 like. Appreciate the like. Drop some comments. Let's get some people talking in the chat. Give me something a little bit better to talk about. This was the first week of the XFL. My first opinion of it was I thought it was great. The different rules and just everything. Like the kickoffs were really cool. The kickoffs and the 1, 2, and 3-point conversions, I think, are 2 of my favorite aspects of the game as it sits right now, at least. It was also really cool to see like someone score a touchdown and then immediately interview them afterwards. So I do think that appreciate you, Scuba Zoo Stank. So appreciate that like. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the best part about the whole situation was just the tiny little bit of rule changes. They weren't trying to make it like too WWE-ish, I guess, and be like all out like they did last time. And but at the same time, it was also cool to see a different style of football, like them doing the kickoffs and like the whole team lining up here, the kicker back here and the receiver back here, and they can't move until the ball is fielded. Works out perfectly. I know I watched the first play and they did that, and I was like, this is gonna be weird. I'm not gonna like this one bit, but I mean, it worked out very, very well. And Pat McAfee did a great job as a sideline reporter, and it was just fun all around. Let's see, the first game was Seattle and DC, and DC won that 31-19. I'm going to go over these, and then I also have something to say as well for like my betting peers on here. Let's see. Los Angeles lost to Houston 37-17. And then Sunday's matchups were Tampa Bay versus New York. New York in that 23-3. And St. Louis beat Dallas 15-9. And I know St. Louis went into that as an underdog because I'm actually closest to St. Louis. So the St. Louis Battlehawks is going to be my official team for this. So 31-19, DC beat Seattle. Okay. The crazy part about that is Vegas had that at 50.5. 50.5 as the over-under for that. And going into a brand new league, they don't know anything. They score 50 points. How the heck? I just don't understand how Vegas is so good at picking like their over-unders and their spreads. They are so close and so like right almost every single time. They have a bunch of them that are off as well. But at the same time, it's just ridiculous going into a brand new league and they get it right on the money. I took the over. I lost. I'm horrible. I'm trash. I'm actually up money right now, so it doesn't matter. But I did. I put $50 on the over and missed it by half a point. Now, granted, going into this, they are also saying that it was going to be a quick offensive type of game, and with the shorter play clock and everything, they were going to, it was supposed to be really exciting and really, meant for like big plays to happen. So I figured, why not? Might as well just throw some money on the over if it's going to be that high, high caliber of an offensive game. We might as well. I might as well put the over, and of course they were off by half a point. That's just ridiculous to me, honestly. Um, and also, I had a 19 parlay last night with the NBA, and Victor Oladipo completely screwed me. So, Victor Oladipo, if you're watching, I want my money back. But no, going into NBA, the big talk right now, at least on ESPN.com, is Jimmy Butler seems to be trying to recruit Joel Embiid. And let's be honest, the 76ers, as a great team, they are, have high caliber players with like Ben Simmons and Joel and everyone. None of them are happy that from what I've seen, at least. I mean, maybe we're just seeing a side of it on the court, or like, and we're hearing about different things that aren't actually there. But it doesn't seem like any of them are happy playing with each other or playing in Philadelphia. I don't know what it may be, but at the same time, I think that Joel, I think he's gonna head somewhere else, and Jimmy Butler, he basically retweeted something and said, "I know a place where villains are welcomed," because Joel had tweeted, you either die die a hero and or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's kind of happening right now, and I don't see the 70s. Correct me if I'm wrong. 6 months down the line, and they win an NBA championship, but I don't see them winning a championship this year or next year. So with the people that they have, just because they're not meshing very well, and that's what happens. Scuba Zoo, I agree with you. No one likes Ben Simmons, except for maybe some LSU players or LSU fans. Tom Brady to the XFL. You heard it here first. Actually, after watching the XFL, I'm completely content with that. If he goes to the XFL or retires, I'm happy. Or stays with the New England Patriots. They did just let him come available for free agency. I was going to talk about that in a little bit, but yeah, Robert Kraft came out and said, oh, we're going to let him, we're going to let him try out free agency and see how it works out for him and everyone else and the Patriots organization. It's coming a time where I feel like I'm going to lose my quarterback as a huge Patriots fan, fan of all Boston teams. It's going to be hard, honestly. I just know that this is like the end of an era, and I'm not going to have my Brady Belichick, dynasty anymore. Especially if he goes to another team, it's probably going to be dead to me. Just 100% honest. I'm a fan of that franchise, not of Tom Brady or Bill Belichick. So if he honestly, if he leaves, he's cut. We're gonna cancel him, as people would say in the pop culture world, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. So they're just gonna let him try free agency, and I think it's the most ridiculous thing I have ever hurt in my life, and I just can't. I just I don't know. I just can't picture him in a different uniform. And every time I get on ESPN or every time I get on Instagram or anything, I see him with a Photoshop jersey of someone else. I've seen Raiders, I've seen Miami, I've seen Tampa Bay, I've seen the Chargers, and it really bugs the crap out of me, honestly. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I just need him to either retire or stay, or scuba zoo. I will not the Cowboys, not the Cowboys. I have seen him in a Cowboys uniform, and it's anybody in a Cowboys uniform is hideous. And I hope my brother watches this, and I hope he cries at this because the Cowboys are trash. God, now I'm just mad thinking of him going to the Cowboys. Uh, God, that would be the worst. Where would Dak go though? I mean, I feel like if he did go to the Cowboys, realistically, just thinking about it, if he went to the Cowboys and they let Dak walk, I'm gonna call it Dak goes to the Bears. Dak's gonna go to the Bears if that was to happen. I mean, honestly, I just don't know. I don't know where I see him going at all. Um, if anywhere. I mean, I really hope that he stays around and you know plays another few years for the Patriots. We can, they can put some elite receivers and an actual, some playmakers and some high caliber talent around him. Because if they don't, I mean that's realistically what's going to lose you Tom Brady. It's either going to be because of retirement, obviously, or he's going to get to a point where you're not putting the right people around him, and it's just not working out. And Tom Brady's going to want to go somewhere. A buddy of mine did text me. He's a huge Raiders fan, and he showed me, or he sent me a picture of basically the Robert Kraft thing, saying that they were going to let him, test free agency and everything and see what happens. And then he sent me a picture of, I'll show you real quick. Showed me a picture of this meme. Thought that was pretty funny, but I hated him all at the same time. And he put out a good point. Brady with the O-line of the Raiders, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro, and he put in parentheses because he loves white slot receivers, which is 100% true, and CD Lamb with the 12th pick. Honestly, I mean, I hate to say it. I really hope that didn't happen, but it'd be really, really good for them, especially going to a brand new city and being the Las Vegas Raiders. I can't even argue with that. And honestly, I'm really excited to see how the Raiders do. I like Derek Carr, I really do. I think that he is kind of done. I think he was riddled with injuries, and he's never going to be the same. Him going into it, I really, really enjoyed watching him. Him coming from college, I did say that he was going to be a great, pretty great quarterback, and he showed a lot of promise. He had an MVP, caliber start to a season and got hurt. But yeah, I think he's going to be one of those players that could have been amazing, but is just going to get hurt every single time that they have, a long stride and actually do very well. So we'll see. Obviously, we're in the off season of the NFL, and a lot of things are going to come. Chargers just recently said that they were going to part ways with Phillip Rivers. We'll see where he goes, if anywhere. I think he'll 100% retire. He'll stay gone, but oh yeah, he's definitely. Scuba Zoo said, "I wonder if your brother is crying right now over the Cowboys comments." Yeah, he's definitely crying. His dad as well. my stepdad. Yeah, both of them are probably crying watching this video. So I might not be right now. They might not be watching live, but at the same time, at some point, they're going to watch it and they're going to cry. And any day that I can make a Cowboys fan cry, honestly, just a great day in my heart, and I feel like my day was done well and completed. Probably just gonna I'm gonna end up losing a bunch of subscribers at some point. I'm gonna get like two thousands and thousands of subscribers one day, and then a bunch of Cowboy fans are gonna see this video and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna cancel Zach." And no one special sports canceled. We're not gonna watch it anymore. All right, we're at 20 minutes right now, so I'm actually gonna end this. I have one last thing for you. Let's see. I'm gonna get a whiteboard to do this, and I'm also gonna try to get something in the background eventually to like put pops and like memorabilia and everything. As of right now, for my ZDPs, my Zach's Daily Picks, I am, drum roll, 0-1. Oh, I didn't even think about that being backwards. God, I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm 0-1. So, in because of that, I am going to make 2 picks today. That way I can at least try to go like win one of them, right? My picks are, I totally forgot. Okay, my picks today are North Carolina. They are minus 130 for their money line. I honestly see them coming back. They're, I don't know. They're going to be mad. Honestly, they're going to be super, super mad. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, they are so mad over that Duke loss that I feel like today they could play any team whatsoever and they're probably going to win. With that being said, they're probably going to lose tonight just because I said that and just because I'm, putting my ZDP to it. They're playing Wake Forest at Wake Forest. They're 2-point favorites. But yeah, I just feel like that North Carolina is going to win. And with a, minus 130, they are just gonna they're gonna come out and destroy. Because I lost last week, like I said, I am gonna do 2 picks. My second pick is I have them written down. I just can't remember. I wrote them down really weird, and I don't remember who honestly plays who. Michigan State by 2, actually. I think that they're going to go to Illinois and beat the number 22 team in the nation right now. Michigan State's actually 2-point favorites as well, away, both games. But yeah, I think them by 2 is going to be a great pick. And I just really, really hope Scuba Zoo said, "You did a great job today, then. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it because I pride myself on making Cowboys fans cry." Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. God, go Dodgers. I hate you because I read that, honestly. I'm super mad at it. Next episode I do, I'm going to wear my Big Papi jersey just for you, Scuba Zoo. And it's it's a ZDB curse. It probably is, honestly. I feel like it's crazy because if you go back to my earlier, my earlier podcasts, I legit one day went, I think 0 for 5 or something like that. Everyone should just fade me because that's usually the best thing. So if I say out loud to someone or like on here, like, "Hey, I'm gonna make this bet," I usually always lose. But I mean, I'm killing the game right now. I had like $50. I put $50 in my account. I'm up to like 900 and something. I'm almost up to $1,000. And it's always the ones that like I don't ever tell anybody that I'm gonna do is the ones that I hit. So yeah, it's probably the ZDB curse. or ZDP curse. But we're gonna try to go 2-1. North Carolina -130 and Michigan State University at -2. And that's going to be the end of today. And we will come back at you with a live video later on this week. And I'll let you know exactly how my picks go and everything that happens. And as always, peace.